This fog just keeps getting thicker and thicker. It is even harder to see through than that which we saw in the Vanquero woods. If it gets too much thicker, we would hardly be able to watch out for anyone around us. It may even be difficult to discern friend from foe. We'll have to stay close and watch each other's backs. I can rely on you for that, right, Robin? Mind you, if we were to end up clashing while our vision was obscured, I wonder who would best the other. You have gotten some fine combat experience thanks to my training. Enough that you can hold your own in a typical fight. Still, if I were to face off against you as we are now, I believe I would have the advantage in a clash of strength and skill. In fact, I would go so far as to say it would be no contest. If you were my enemy, I'm sure I could overpower you easily. What do you think, Robin? Do you think you will be able to stand toe-to-toe with me? Come now, Robin. You don't have to be so uptight. It was only some playful theorizing. We would never get into a real fight with each other, of course. You need to relax a little bit. This fog could be a good sign, though. Such a mysterious atmosphere might be a sign that we're close. It's been a good few weeks since we were at Wellspring Lake. It's brilliant that we may finally be close to the Herald of Nature's domain. Well, Robin? Can you tell if there is a domain nearby? You can't sense anything like a domain? That can't be right. There must be some mistake. The environment around here is so unusual. We must be getting closer now. What? An echo? I don't hear anything. You must be imagining things. Or this peculiar fog is playing tricks on you. Oh. Maybe it's similar to the Herald of Wisdom's domain, in that we have to discern where it is within this fog. Go on, Robin. See if you can sort through the noise and pinpoint any wisps or the domain itself. You can't be sure? Is it obscured or something like that, then? Come on, there has to be something. Close your eyes and focus. You can pinpoint where it is. I'm sure you're almost there. Almost there. Whoa. Watch where you're swinging that thing, Robin. Is the dense fog making you delusional? You need to get a hold of yourself. Who am I? What sort of question is that? I am Edward, your faithful knight. Different ether trace? What are you talking about? I'm the same as I've ever been. I don't believe it. You actually tried to stab me. Don't you care about what happens to your dear friend? I guess that wasn't quite the right way to put it. Well, looks like I can't fool you any longer. I suppose it's about time to end this charade, isn't it? Who am I? To be honest, I've taken so many names, so many faces over the years, I don't even remember anymore. I'd forgotten my real name a long time ago. And as for my face, well, I believe you had a run-in with it at Wellspring Lake. The skeleton at the shore. Yes, such a weak, pathetic thing it was. whereas this body is much better. I have so much energy and strength, I feel like I could take on anyone. Oh, the Edward you know is tucked away in here somewhere. I can take over bodies, but I can't completely replace the host. You shouldn't get any ideas about trying to get him back, though. I am quite comfortable in here, and I'm not planning on leaving. Don't bother. I suppose you're looking for this? I took it earlier before you took a swing at me. A useful little thing, isn't it? This urn has helped you an awful lot, hasn't it? But not this time. Don't bother trying to run either. This fog is my domain. You won't be able to escape. You're sharp, though, I'll give you that. You sensed my hostility right when I was about to make my move. Actually, perhaps you'd known from the beginning that I wasn't the real Edward, since I attacked you at Wellspring Lake. And I thought I was doing so well at hiding my ether energy from you as well. Perhaps your talents were better than I thought. Oh well. Yes, I was that man in the cloak. That was the latest face I'd taken for myself. But it was fading fast. I needed a new body, and I think this one will suit me just fine. You want me to give him back? But I've gotten so comfortable in here. Actually, there is one way I could give him back. But I'd need something in return. I could take over your body instead. Offer yourself to me, and your precious knight will be safe. I'd have offered you this choice earlier, but sadly, I couldn't do this right away. I've needed time to dissociate my spirit from this body enough to leave it. I've had to guide you here to my domain to make sure nothing could get in the way. But now, everything is perfect. Now is the time for you to help me, and help your friend. It's what he would want, you know. I'm sure he's scared in here, begging for his friend to free him. How about I lend him control of his voice for a moment? Please, Robin. Please, help me. Free me from this fiend. Offer yourself to him. You see? He trusts you to help him. He knows you'll sacrifice anything to save your friend. He believes in you. Come on. Just offer your body to me and let him be free. What do I get out of this? As long as I have a body to call home, I'll be happy. Doesn't matter to me which one I have. You look uneasy. I'll give you time to think about it, if you want. Oh? You're refusing my offer? Are you sure you want to deny Edward the freedom he wants? Would you really be that selfish? He wouldn't want that? Are you saying he's lying? That he doesn't want you to save him? You think I'm lying? Come now, I'm on your side. I'd been keeping an eye on you for a long time in that old body. even testing and guiding you from time to time. Finding the Herald of Wisdom's domain, testing your limits in the Ether Spring. They were partly thanks to me, you know. It was all to help you grow. You're really stubborn about this, huh? Well, I suppose Edward will be lost to you forever then. And here I was going to offer him mercy too. He'd have had his body back. He'd have been free. Huh? Well, aren't you clever? Fine. Yes. The only way for me to leave this body is for it to die. And then, your precious Edward would die along with it. I'd live on and simply move on to the next host, though. Namely, you. So much for that plan. Still, it was worth a try. I know you'd offer yourself to me for even the chance of saving your precious friend. You'd do anything to help him. That attachment is a weakness. One I'm all too happy to take advantage of. Just like I took advantage of the Herald of Nature. That's right. I ran into some trouble by Wellspring Lake some time ago, and that naive herald came to my aid. He gave me some of his life essence so I could survive, and I just couldn't help myself. I had him offer me a little more, and I took a little more, and soon I had claimed more power than I'd ever dreamed of, and a spirit that could live forever. Meanwhile, I basically left the Herald of Nature for dead. But hey, he's a god. I'm sure he's fine out there somewhere. Damn though, when he realized how he'd been tricked, the despair on his face was brilliant. Maybe the best I've ever seen. I never get tired of people realizing I've betrayed them. That surprise, that fear, their spirits breaking. It's euphoric. Oh, and when that face follows them in death and stays stuck on their corpse, it's like art. Actually, there was one other reason I waited this long to make my move. I wanted to be sure I could convince you of my guise as Edward. Then I would restrain you and take your body by force. I was looking forward to breaking your heart as you watched your friend betray you and die before your eyes, and watching that trust in your friend be shattered. I would have loved nothing more than to destroy that bond of yours. But I suppose that plan fell apart, as did tricking you into giving me what I wanted. Well, it doesn't matter. I can still take your body by force. I can still enjoy watching you despair as you watch your friend die, hopeless to stop me. After all, I know you can't beat this body in a battle of raw strength. I will force you to submit to me. That look, that determination. Do you actually think you can stop me and save the both of you? You really are an idiot. As long as I have this urn, you'll never be able to fight back. You'll never be able to escape. You're trapped here, powerless and alone. Just give up. What do you mean you're not alone? Oh, You think Edward can help you? Huh. I have full control over this body now. Hoping for his help is pointless. You believe in him? What a worthless sentiment. Trust is wasted on others. The only person you can believe in this world is yourself. Everyone else is only out for their own selfish agendas. Better to use them to benefit yourself before you're exploited by them. Even he'll turn his back on you eventually. He's not worth it. I told you, it's useless. Call to him all you want. He won't be able to help you. He's powerless and trapped. Stuck in... Here, catch! What? Huh. Clever. Very clever. Looks like that knight of yours had more fight left in him than I thought. Still, him tossing you that puny pot won't change anything. There's no way you could overpower and capture me. Ugh. No. There's no way I'm losing ground to you. You will not take this power and freedom from me. Damn you. And your stupid knight too. I only got into this charade because he got in my way. I only ever wanted you. I wanted your body to be mine. A body in tune with me for enough to contain my almighty power. You should have been a gullible fool, just like the Herald of Nature. Then I'd have had everything I ever wanted. An everlasting body, and command over life itself. I'd have rivaled even the gods. You wanted to know who I am. Names are worthless to me, but I have decided on a title to claim as my own. I declare myself the Herald of Discord. And as long as I exist, I promise you will never know peace. I swear it. Robin, thank you. I'm not sure if I'm all right. I'm going to need a moment. It was suffocating. I felt helpless, aware, yet trapped in my own body. He even looked into my memories and tried to use them to gain your trust. It was violating. At least you've sealed it away. You did very well fending that monster off. I'm very proud of you, Robin. He did call himself the Herald of Discord, didn't he? Well, I refuse to refer to that egotist as a god, herald, or even human for that matter. Selfish beings like that have no place in our world. Now this fog has faded, and we can see the moon shining over the cliffs. You can appreciate how brilliant this place is. It's really a sight to behold. Truly beautiful. I've never been here before. I've been to many similarly peaceful locations, but not this one. That thing was the only one who knew about this place, and used it to set a trap for you. I imagine you must be conflicted about a lot of things. About it talking of deceiving and plotting against you while wearing my face. About how much it spoke of was the truth. I'm sorry if these questions are tormenting you after such an ordeal. I know I'm not at fault, but I still can't help but feel responsible. Rest assured, though, you made the correct judgment. I would never ask you to sacrifice yourself for my sake. And I will always do everything in my power to protect you, even fight back against a so-called herald. Actually, in regard to that, I learned some things from that false god. It could read my memories, but it somewhat went both ways. I couldn't see all of its memories, but I saw bits and pieces. I saw glimpses of all the people he'd murdered and betrayed. It was horrible. But more importantly, I saw one other thing. I saw his betrayal of the Herald of Nature. Despite all its lies, that thing stealing the Herald of Nature's ether was the truth. I couldn't see all the specifics, but one thing is for sure. The Herald of Nature was drained and left on the brink of death. Even now, he must be still alive out there, suffering. Now we know what we must do. We must find the Herald of Nature and help him regain the ether he lost. But for now, I'm going to need rest. Actually, I suppose we both do. We'll need all the strength we can get for the urgent task ahead of us.